Frederick Van Johnson. We're still in the Sony booth here at NAB 2014. I'm standing here with Ms. Christina Ann. She's a product information specialist, manager, something like that at Sony?
PM, yes, PM.
Just a PM?
Yeah.
All right, but you're in charge of a lot of stuff. You're in charge of this guy, the Action Cam. So this is what I want to talk about. What is this when it's white now? I remember the model before this was black. It's white. What else other than the color change is different?
Well, this is the Action Cam. It's our third generation now in the lineup, so we've been doing it for quite some time. Other than the fact that it's in a white body, it's also a splash-proof body. So you can get it wet, you can't submerge it in water, but it's the only one in the market that does that. So we're really trying to keep the form factor really small. Same built with the same Carl Zeiss f2.8 lens, two FOVs. So you've got 120 with the intelligent active steady shot built in, or 170 when it's turned on rather, and then 170 when it's turned off. That's a key differentiator, right? So when you're talking about the world of action sports, you're going to be doing different things, off-road biking or surfing and whatnot. This camera is going to be able to analyze that vibration and adjust accordingly. So it's not just a straight cut across the board. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So I've heard a lot of people are talking about the fact that it only has only quote the Steadicam functionality in the narrower field of view. Why is that technically?
Well, you're going to cut it down so that the image sensor has more room to process that and to correct for the vibrations, to steady it out. Yeah, and actually most people probably prefer that because then you don't have that fisheye and bowing that you have with a lot of other competitors, right? Very, very clear imagery you're going to get from it, not only the all-glass lens, but the XMR CMOS sensor, so it's really good in low light and then in lighting conditions changing, so when you're jumping out of planes and whatnot, the camera's really going to be able to negotiate that really well. Time code is key in this one. So that's why we're calling it the professional POV. We're at NAB, and a lot of these guys are, professional filmmakers, and they are just going nuts about that because you can sync up to 5 of these at the same time with the live view watch, which I have right here. Yeah. And then you just press one button, and they'll all go at the same time. So when you take that into post, it's pretty easy basically to get into editing, right?
That's huge, though. Just to hammer that home. So this watch, I can preview what each camera is seeing, and then hit one button, and they all fire off simultaneously to the frame, right?
Right, yeah, you can basically fire all of them off at the same time, toggle through so you can frame up each camera to make sure you're getting the shot that you want. If you don't go with the live view remote, you could also download a free app to change your phone, your tablet, iOS, or Android-based devices into that same remote control and viewing device.
Yeah. So what else does this guy do that the previous model doesn't do? I see so splash proof. It's got one of the cool things I saw on this was with the older one. I know that it took a little bit of hunting to get into the menu to turn on the Wi-Fi function. On this one, it's simpler, right? How does that work?
Yeah, you just compress the two buttons in the front, and then Wi-Fi is automatically turned on, so it'll be able to, your other devices will be able to see it fairly quickly.
Okay, here's the $1 million question here. So clearly this is a direct competitor to GoPro and those point-of-view cameras. Folks are looking at this and saying, okay, why would I get that? GoPro's got a corner in the market. I should get that. They've got all the mounts, blah, 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 blah. Why would someone want to consider this over the more popular, well-known GoPro brand?
It's going to be better picture quality at the end of the day, right? Like we talked about the steady shot, we talked about a better lens, we talked about a time code that nobody else has to offer, and then it's better color reproduction. So we're going 420, but we're also processing at 10 bit. So when you take it into post, it may not look as rich as their images, but that's because we have a better color gamut. And for editing and to splice pictures from other cameras, it's actually going to be more true to life. We do have onboard stereo mic in the front, which is awesome quality. At the bottom, you also have mic in, so you can do external mics with it and really get superb sound.
That's cool. So microphone in on that. So does the other piece that I was missing or that I missed from, or a feature that I think should have been on the previous edition was the ability to put on a tripod, right? It just seemed because it's rounded, it just seemed like it was an oversight. You guys have corrected that, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, there's a universal tripod screw mount at the bottom of this, so you can screw it right without the housing that it ships with. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Last question. How much?
It's $299. $299 the unit itself with the housing, and then $399 with the watch itself. So.
Wow. Okay. I want one. Can I take that one with me?
Sure. Why not?
I gotta ask. All right, Christina. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Christina Ann, she's the a Sony information or product information manager at Sony, in charge of this product and a lot more. We're going to head around the booth and look at some other stuff in a second. Frederick Van Johnson, we'll see you in the next video.